Hey, what up, everybody? This is steviebreech coming to you. In this video, I'm going to be giving you a better Raw review, basically, than I gave you last night. I think I came and made a video too soon after Raw, and I showed a little bit too much of my emotions. I did rewatch that video today when I got home from work, and I was honestly a little bit embarrassed of it. I shouldn't be, making videos where I'm basically yelling at you guys watching my video for what I thought of Monday Night Raw. I'm not flip-flopping my decision at all. I just thought that maybe I could come on here and better describe to you what I did not like about Monday Night Raw instead of just basically, just throwing my hands up in the air. I think over the past year or so that I've made videos here on YouTube, I am a very pro WWE guy. I don't hide that at all. It's hard to find a video where I really severely bash what's going on in the company like I did last night. I try to find, the good in everything, and it just, that video sort of took me back to a place I was before WrestleMania 26. I just wasn't feeling wrestling as much anymore. I was watching it more of just just a routine. It was on every Monday, so that's what I've done forever. So that's what I just kept doing. And but I really wasn't liking what I saw. And then honestly, I went to WrestleMania. And that sort of, I don't know, was sort of like a baptismal, I guess you can say, and it took me back to the old days of when I really loved it. I mean, just going into that building and seeing the ring and everything just really took me under, and I don't know, that video sort of took me back to that, I guess you could say, bad, dark place. So I apologize to anybody that watched that video and had any ill feelings towards me. All right, now on to this. What I severely hated about Monday Night Raw last night was the fact that we saw the return of Suit Triple H, I guess you can say. He took over as the chairman of the board in what was a very bad segment in my mind. A lot of people said that it was, the goodbye to Vince. I think the one day that we truly see the goodbye of Vince when he waves his hands in the air and he sort of says goodbye to us all is going to be a very grander moment than that. I don't think he's going to be the guy that goes out kicking and screaming, being removed by the board of directors. I think that Vince deserves to have a send off, and that's what he's going to get. I think that this is just an angle, and I honestly just didn't like the way the angle panned out. I have never been a fan of them going back and forth about reality and non reality, like scripted and non scripted. Yes, I think the whole wrestling world knows that Triple H and Stephanie McMahon are married. I think everybody knows that he is his son in law. And this goes back to the angle with Randy Orton, where they revealed the whole son-in-law when I believe it was Randy kicked Vince McMahon, and then Triple H came out to defend, his family's honor and all that. I've just never really been a fan of that because that was, a big angle, and that died down, and then we remember that the son-in-law factor, but it's not really on the show anymore, and then they just bring it back all of a sudden. So it's like they don't really tell us what's here and what's there. The one thing I can do to pick out the good in this, let's say, if they are going to roll with, him being the chairman of the board, Triple H, I think that this needs to be a total, complete change of direction for his character. I think that, the way Triple H is, the way Triple H is going to get in the ring with anybody, he doesn't really back down from anybody. He's not scared of any fight. I think that, he's a guy that's gonna ground you and pound you, and if he can't beat you, he's gonna go grab his sledgehammer and he's gonna clock you upside the head and he'll beat you that way. That's the way that he can't be anymore. If your boss, if your chairman of the board is the biggest best guy in the whole, um, you know, I guess you can say business, but in the back, I mean, he can't be better than everybody on the roster. He has to be beatable. There has to be people that don't fear this guy. He has to be the guy like Vince that comes from the bottom to the top. I do understand that, about once a year we were getting the big Vince McMahon match, and those matches were great. They always had good build up, minus the Stephanie match, and Triple H can take over for that and wrestle the one match a year or so, and sort of be the guy that defends the company. I do like that, but I don't think that he needs to be an on-screen performer all the time. They made us sit through a tournament of wrestling. On TNA they like to say that wrestling matters, but even though they give us a few more wrestling matches, they still throw hundreds and hundreds of promos and in-ring segments and stuff like that at us. Last night, Monday Night Raw, took Wrestling Matters to the next level. I mean, I would bet that if the show was, let's say it ran over to 2 hours and 15 minutes, I honestly believe an hour and 45 minutes of that was wrestling. And that was beautiful. I love the fact that we got that tournament. But by the fact that when Rey Mysterio was in the ring, that's when they decided to bring Vince out to do everything. That just killed it to me. I was very excited to see who was going to be crowned the new champion. I don't think that there will be a true champion until the day we see CM Punk comes back. And hopefully we can get the angle of Rey Mysterio. Oh, I apologize. Hopefully we can get the angle of the winner of this match. Against CM Punk the way that they did Shawn Michaels when he was the Intercontinental Champion, and Razor Ramon when he was the Intercontinental Champion, who was the true champion. When Shawn came back from his suspension, they had the 2 titles. That would be great. They could even mold this into what my video was a couple days ago when CM Punk actually won the title on Sunday, that we need a new title. I can actually pick it up out of the trash can because that's where it still is. You know, get rid of the spinning title. I would love it if that's what came out of this whole thing. But honestly, you know, there's too many people and there's not enough guys. I think is the way to say it. I don't honestly can't put my finger to what it is. Some people are saying we'll get a Punk versus Triple H match at SummerSlam. Then you also have this feud of Miz and Mysterio over the title. I would like to see when Punk comes back, he actually defends his title or fights for the title. So I'm not ready to see this Triple H match. I hope that that develops more into the future. That leaves John Cena. What do you do with John Cena then? So I do have a lot of questions. I am looking forward to see where this goes. I just honestly didn't like Monday Night Raw, and I know anytime you're gonna get a WWF Championship match and it comes out, there's 2 guys crying in the ring, you know, saying their goodbyes, you know, and one guy stepping down from a position that you know that he's not really stepping down for. Vince McMahon is the kind of guy that, you know, he's always fought for this company, and he's always said that, you know, you're gonna have to take this company from my cold, dying hands. It was a quote somewhere close to that is what he said to Ric Flair back in the Invasion, or that was after the Invasion. I apologize. You know, he's got to hold on to this company. He's got to fight, and he's got to do everything he has to do. But he just sort of laid down last night, and I guess you can say took the job, and that's just what didn't make sense to me. And I appreciate all the comments that I got on my video. It was an overwhelming thing. I love it anytime you guys watch my videos and you guys care about wrestling, because that's honestly, you know, I care about wrestling way too much in my life. You know, it is, you know, everything in the world behind my family and my job. I think I can say that I think more about that than I do baseball and football these days. It is my hobby and my passion. It is everything, and I can't believe that I made that video last night, but that was my true emotion. I apologize. You guys had to see that. So anytime that, you know, wrestling's that big, you're going to come on and leave 100 dislikes on my video, I'll take that all day, every day, because it seems like everybody really cares about this, and we'll see where it goes.